Hello, this is Vulturefire. Today's video, I'm doing Hamid's Vengeful Caitan list because I don't know how to play Caitan, so I requested that Hamid share his list. Due to a bug, all of my lists for everything have been wiped. That's just a beta bug, but fortunately I have a backup save just in case of things like this. So that's fine. Nothing is lost. And all my lists refresh anyway. So Hamid's list is very heavy on mana. The starting list is, I think, a little bit sketchy. You're pretty reliant on... You do have these flame controls, so your only actual damage here is these two heated strikes and this scattered beam. And then that you have a lot of mana. So the first couple fights are going to be rough. But theoretically, later on in the run, things will go better. I think Royal Coffers, I don't know why that's in the pool. I am going to replace that. Because I feel like we could find... I think a Prismatic Strike is actually good. And I would happily take that over whatever. Kind of surprised not to see Bouncing Bolt, but that's the only change I'm going to make it, only because, like, I know we've talked in the Discord about Royal Coffers not being great. So, aside from that, I'm going to run it as is. I've already rerolled quests, and a lot of them are things I'm not going to do, but that's fine. Extra reroll is nice. Honestly, extra max health could matter, and extra rest could matter because I am still bad at Caitan. Any problems we encounter, blame me and not the list. So the other thing is, he did mention wanting to fight. The three we're going to fight are the usual three, which is those three. White Flame, we just take too much damage. Hunt, the opportunist is brutal, and the Purity for Emptiness blows up our ability to manage things with words. Manage things with that other thing. With Burn. Purity lowers our ability to use like Flame Control. I think, yeah, Scorching Winds here makes this an easy pick. Between these two, Battery Ramparts has more cards generally that I want. But Scorching Winds does make this a very tempting thing. Like the last Caitan run I did, was that the one that I recorded? I think that was the one I recorded. I ended up basically being carried by Scorching Winds cards, and this deck is even more burn focused than the other one. So I think, especially because like this is guaranteed, and I don't really care about the robotic mass cards. So this is where we're gonna go. So we have Dual Hunger there, but nowhere else. Idle cards probably won't matter, but they might. Tiny Book is an amazing thing to see at the beginning of a Caitan run. So we do want to go through Fire if we can. Unfortunately, it's kind of awkwardly placed because I think we'd rather do through here. Oh yeah, and then we can hit. I don't know that we're going to take Stoke, but we could. And I don't think we want the mirror cards. Glittering Reflection might be fine. The others are bad for us for a variety of reasons. They basically boil down to they are defensive cards. Okay, so we're going to pitch the Gambler's Focus probably. Yeah. Okay, there's that. It occurs to me now that having played this list, the reason to go wherever is because summoning Bentas is good for us. Because this is kind of a whatever list. All right. Yeah. I was talking about where like the list has a lot of, or has relatively low damage total. Like we played through, we saw the entire deck and we did not have enough damage to kill in area 1. Like that was basically as good of a hand as we could get, and it wasn't good enough. But Caitan normally has a slow start, and this is decent to build off of. None of this is amazing. Commanding Spirit is fine though. Status decrease every turn is pretty useless usually, but I think the chance at glittering makes this worth it. I might take I think Last Frame Strike would also be fine. It's not really what I'm looking for, but I would take it. This is awkward. Because you really just don't want to be playing the sad please without getting value. Okay, we're guaranteed to draw mana here. Alright, and then this will kill. Right, so that worked out better. Yeah, I think Lacerating Strike is where we want to be. Because we are playing a lot of cards. That could be good. Like, we don't plan on actually whatever, but it can happen. Okay. Do that. Fix that. Yeah, the Sadgleys are not going to do anything for us this fight. Absolutely nothing we can do about that. It's unfortunate. It's fine. We're just going to take some damage here and then... Oh, we didn't quite get the kill because of the lifesteal. Knocked my mic over. Sorry. But yeah, we would have gotten the kill if it wasn't for the lifesteal. But not a big deal. We lost the same amount of health either way. Reckless Assault, I think. And then for upgrades, I like upgrading the Sadgleys once we have ways to summon enemies, but we don't yet. I don't think that's the upgrade. I kind of like the Reckless Assault. Probably going to upgrade one of the Gambler's Focuses at some point, but not yet. Because like, right now, mana is not our concern. So we do have the Fortress to deal with this fight, but that should be okay. And we can, I think, pretty safely get rid of one of those. The other thing here is that fire control is going to be particularly good in this specific fight because of this Smoldering. Alright, we want to get back into whatever stance for this. Now we can get spell stance for that one. Kill you. Yeah, you know, the Lacerating Strike, I think it's a good call. We just have to, like, draw it not at the bottom of our deck. So if we draw that earlier, it's worth a lot of value. Which has to literally be not the absolute bottom card of the deck. There we go. Okay. That works. That's not the one we're looking for, but it's better than it's a lot better than Incinerate. That does incline us towards wanting temporary powerful stacking, because without powerful stacking, this is a lot weaker. See, like, getting that now, we're going to get a good amount of bleed damage out of it. Yeah, like that's powerful, which means that we now get more damage out of this. And we'll go and get all of the whatever. And I think we're probably going to upgrade that because it is a very good upgrade. There we go. Vindictive Strike. We can't pass up Vindictive Strike, right? It can be slow to set up, but once we get it going, it is amazing. That's very good. I had this, I think in the other run I did with this character, and it was very good. That's very good. It's extra strike damage. It is a ton of shield generation. It makes this even better. Can we cut the Scattered Beam yet? I don't think we want to yet, because it does now give out Crystallized, but it's also relatively weak. And it is expensive. I think I'm fine with cutting it. I could be wrong. Sure. Health restored after combat is also reasonable. Yeah, I think I am inclined to take Stokes here. Let's see what we get here. Okay. There we go. Now you're dead. Turns that on. And now, yeah, we have what you might call super lethal. Yeah, Demonic Greed is very good, but I like Stoke. I will probably force a second Stoke here. I don't know, is that? Is it so good that I want two? It might be. We can apply a lot of burn. Straw cards. Alright, cool. Kind of what I was hoping to see. So it's not going to do enough damage to really justify, but I may do it anyway. So I can do both of these, but I can't draw any cards. I think we have to draw at least one card. Alright, that's unfortunate. So if we draw into mana, which is one of the reasons like the deck has so much mana. See, Shield Bot already doing work for us. Kill the back one. But here we go. And this will kill the front one. There we go. Not too bad. I think we take this. It's very good. Instead of re-rolling for whatever. No, I can't pass up Spyglass. I don't even know what we're going to do. What we're going to Spyglass, but like... One of the rules you learn playing this game is that if you don't have a reason to have Spyglass now, you will find one. Like Spyglassing flame control is pretty good. That's probably what's going to end up happening here. And the reason to do this instead of the fire tap is that we get to do it either way. But if we do it this way, we get more temporary whatever out. Actually, I think I want to just lose to a burn here. That's good. May as well play that out. You know, we're not getting whatever. Right. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, that's unfortunately not mana. And yeah, without the Reckless Assault, we don't get much damage out of whatever. Okay. Here. And we keep that. Alright, let's see if we can get Horribly Betrayed. We can, but not quite lethally betrayed. I should have possibly pointed at that. So this is now 70 damage, which is a reasonable amount. Yeah, we maybe upgrade some of the mana cards. We do have lethal here, so. Ooh, do we through? No, we once again are like one short because of lifesteal. That's fine. We're gonna take a little bit of damage to the bleed here, but it's literally like 3 damage plus 1 from whatever. Bonk. Okay. overall I would say this is going better than our last run. I do like Ether Storm a lot. We don't have the powerful stacking, we really went for that. Imbue Elements would help with the powerful stacking. We don't have a ton of self-status right now. I do like Ether Storm though, because I think I like Ether Storm a little more. Ooh, God, this is so good. It's just... God, it hurts. I keep not taking it. We can always try and remove it and replace it later. Upgrade that. And then... I think we go. That can't be right, but I don't really know what I want to cut, so... It's a very strong argument I should have upgraded a whatever. Alright, I don't like Elemental Strike as much anymore, but I think it's still probably solid. I absolutely like going to the sun and taking Invigorating Sunlight. Start here. Alright. Let's do that real quick just to see what we're working with. Oof. It's a little awkward. Although I say it's a little awkward, we have lethal here, right? Yep. I probably should have just taken the Precarious Draught. Because I think the mana is a little more vengeful. Although, we have the Blood Mage's Garment, which is something to keep in mind. We kind of need those. I also really want that, but... Although, you're now in this awkward position where like we have this flame tap and no way to actually use it. Hey, we got lucky. Yeah, it's basically like we can gamble, and if we happen to win the gamble... Alright, so that's one down at least, which is something. Imagine if we get like a blood charm though. Wouldn't that be something? Or just like a +1 damage dealt even. Alright, lifesteal is nice. Although, the instant I think we lose any health, I'm pretty sure the jig will be up and it'll figure out that we shouldn't have... there are no more what skills in the draw pile. This will force a shuffle, which is okay, I think. That'll work. And that will give us shield. We may as well do that. That'll also heal us back up to full. Oh, and then we lose, but hitting 0 meant that we tripped the Blood Mage's Garment, so... Which I forget we have. God, costing 5 is so awkward into this Blood Mage's Garment. Let me, real quick, double check. If that goes down to 4. It does not go down to 4 cost 20 upgrades. I think we just take another mana card. And then, yeah, I think it is worth taking this fight to get to that one. Oh, this one could be trouble. Alright, we're absolutely going to copy that. Go for a fire tap. And now we can go for both for a fire drain. Although, I know there's absolutely arguments to be made for either one there, I think. Because we have that stoke, right? So actually it doesn't matter which state we end in. Because... And yeah, unfortunately we don't have still that powerful that we want, but there we go. Yeah, no, the bleed is, I think, a bridge too far. Vengeful. Oh man, we have Duplitome and we have Dupliglass. I don't really have a great use for it, but we have Dupliglass, which is worth something. What else are we looking at here? Just trying to think. Alright, enough thinking. Have at you. Be a little surprised if we can actually pull off this turn 1 kill. But stranger things have happened. I'm going to draw cards. We can duplicate this. Sure. I'm going to start with that. Largely, I'm just kind of trying to get out this crystallize. So it's actually, I guess there's no reason to. Seem like we could deliberately lean into whatever. Although I guess all this crystallized is going away as soon as we get. As soon as we get the kill. All right, so. Yep, that's going to flip you into other mode. Hangry mode, one might say. I wouldn't. I have too much dignity for that. That's going to give us our mana back, which I have to remember is the thing that we can do. All right. Just like that'll give us mana back as well. I'm not totally sure if Stoke is something that's going to do anything for us here. I already have that up, so no point in playing it. Should we do that? Get our mana back. Okay, we get the kill. That's kind of tempting, but I think I would really like to have that unleash. I think the Stoke can go. And yeah, I think okay, so yeah, right, we have these two here, and then we go into Ruby. So we're absolutely going to go here and try and get Elemental Strike. And we can force the Elemental Strike, so. When I say try to get, that implies a level of uncertainty that is not present. Duplicating that would be fun. But it doesn't do enough, I think. But yeah, there's no way we can end this turn. Unfortunately. That's always not. Actually, being frozen here is great because it means we don't get the fatigue. Haha, we win. I'm gonna copy that. And I think it makes sense to Duplitome those because that just gives us a ton of draw. How many skills are in the draw pile? 3. Kind of the ones I was least interested in seeing because they're basically just costing us mana to do nothing. Okay, I'm happy to see that, but we do want to get out of spell stance first. Which that's not going to do anything to help us get out of spell stance. That will. Oh man, I didn't even realize that was going to be a kill. Yeah, we'll take the Elemental Strike. That seems okay. That seems... No, we've got to get the sword and shield. That seems useful. That upgrade is still very sketchy. The elemental runes are way worse than they were, but they're still certainly not bad. Actually, shocking us is good, so... like, if we'd grabbed the Forbidden Rites, I think the Sadgleys get a lot better, but we didn't because we had other things to spend our mana on, or our stuff on. I think we're going to cut on the Sadgleys because at this point, I think the Sadgleys are just not happening. Like, we are not... Because there's only one more time we can potentially get Forbidden Rites, and we know we're probably going to want either one of the two Ruby Dragon cards. All right, this is where having Ether Storm is going to... Also, that just does it for us. We actually just can duplicate those two and we should be able to get the kill. We may not even need... We may not even need two of these. Huh, okay. So the last time I played Unleash the Storm first and we didn't get temporary copies and I don't know why. I would happily take in the Reckless Assault. That's okay, but I think it's worse than the Spellweaving Boots. It's obviously worse. Yeah, I think the 2 mana... Well, but we have this, which I think gives that the edge. Yeah. And yeah, we are obviously kind of rolling along. Feels like a real Caitan run. Honestly, we don't really care about giving up cards at this point. That can go. I think we're duplicating those two. And we should have absolutely lethal here. Yeah. Goodbye. So we take another one of those, we take a burning. Yeah, just take another one of those. Did we take the striking focus from the first thing? I don't think we actually did. Alright, we are on fire, which means we can play that. We need this to do more damage than that. Because damage modifiers I have for that card, of course. Copy those. Because yeah, that's not enough damage. Okay, here we go. Now that does work. Which means that sadistically is now actually online. Which means that I'm now willing to spyglass it. Unfortunately, we are in the wrong mode for that now. So we don't get the powerful, but we get to do some damage here, but unfortunately, of course, we no longer have any of our, what do you call it? Corrupting that doesn't do a ton for us. Let's play that. You can do this and it'll actually work. Do that first. And then, yeah. Goodbye. Okay. That's not the one that's like, well, but we're not running the Stoke. Yeah, that's actually playable. That's not useful. None of this is useful. I mean, that's technically not the absolute worst, but it is worse than being able to blow up a bunch of strikes from whatever. Okay. Honestly, reasonably happy with that. Start with that. Pick one of those. Kind of want to Duplitome that. Tell you what, we're going to start by Spyglassing this. And we're going to get a fire tap. Then we're going to Duplitome those. And I'm actually going to start with that. Although I'm not totally sure why. Alright, let's turn that on. And it gives us some powerful to work with. Let's fire tap you. Oh, right. We can get mana out by spending our health. I have to remember we can do that. I also need, ideally, we want to use this or the other one on the babies. There we go. There are babies. The babies lose all their evasion. We get to be a big old jerk. Absolutely, we'll fire tap you. Thanks for showing up to the party. So close. Okay, that'll do it. And we get the freeze. Gotta get a screenshot of that because I want to. And end turn. I think we want Fiery Presence way more than we want this. That seems like a trap. That seems useless. This is better than the... We are at the point where we no longer need the tough rune, I think. And I think that is absolutely the upgrade. Technically, it's still fine. Occasionally. I don't know. It just feels like it is so bad early, and it's not going to do anything against the final boss. Because again, I think we're probably going to commit to getting that corrupted font most likely. So this fight I think we can take because we have so much super whatever. Of course, dig through muck. Oh, we can dig through muck on this side. Yeah, I think going this way makes sense. There's no point in fighting evasion. I'll just get tilted for no reason. I mean, I will have a reason for being tilted, but it won't be. You know what I mean. Donk donk. Fix that. So I'm going to Spyglass and play that. And then I'm going to duplicate things. So now we get an eminently reasonable 2 burn on everything in our void play stuff. This gives us our mana back, but it costs us health, which we may not need to spend. Yeah, we don't need to spend that health, so we're not going to. That seems good. These are both good. I think we can get enough out of Mana Bolt to justify it. No, let's find something else. Yeah, 2 laser remove cards. Right, I should have checked if this was a parlor pipe before I took this path, but I think I was kind of committed to taking it either way. Could duplicate that, but I don't think I want to. I think I want to do this first. Let's get a fire tap prepared and then duplicate those. Oh, right. I can just spend health here. Which I think I'm fine with. At least doing that at least once anyway. What's our base evade chance or crit chance? None? Okay. Oh, I should have swapped back. I should have swapped stances before I got played that. Alright, we don't have the burn to lose or to trigger. Alright, there we go. Just hoping that was what happened. I think it makes sense to spyglass that. Yeah. There we go. Just took it a while to draw that card for some reason. Unfortunately, we can't actually hit 0 mana here, which is a problem, because we're going to take a bunch of damage for that mistake. I forgot I added that to the deck, because that's the first time we've seen it. Alright, we're bleeding, so there's no point in trying to play around whatever. Ooh, take it. What's our max hand size at? 10? We haven't really been struggling with max hand size. I just don't know what we would cut. Like, it would probably be the shield bot, but we can probably afford to do that. We've got, what, 8 rests left? Yeah, we can absolutely do that. How many cards do we draw on turn 1? Is the other question. Well, but it messes with my ability. No, because I'll screw up and I'll mess up Duplitome with it. It's not worth it for that reason alone. Okay, this fight could be really annoying because of all that evasion. It basically comes down to whether we can draw well. Although these work pretty well. Pitch that. Also, this guy's a jerk. Alright, so we're gonna have so many. So as soon as we get through the evasion on this jerk, on these jerks, we're gonna be in amazing shape. Fortunately, it'll take us a little bit to get there, but go and get that out. Got that kill. There we go. And now we can just burn those guys. Whew! Get incinerated, dummies. Okay. That hidden's actually pretty okay. Yeah, because that basically gives us better crit chance, which I think is worth it. Upgrades here, that gives us another conflagrate. That gets much cheaper, which I think is not what we really need. That upgrade gives us more powerful, which is, I think, probably where we're at. And that upgrade is also not bad, but we don't really care. We may not need the mana. I said we may not need the mana bolt. I think the mana bolt is good. We just have to actually draw it 3 times. Last Running Strike could probably go. I think it has outlived its usefulness. Although it is certainly not bad. Imagine this card showing up on time. I don't really want to Duplitome that just yet. Yeah, we will. Although we don't have any powerful to go with these yet, we will hopefully find some. And now is the point without one of those. I should be being more careful with my mana so that I can try and make sure that I can get off whatever. And yeah, it is the point where I start hitting that. So the nice thing is we do at least get all of the rune hits. So even though we don't have, you know, particularly strong actual hits, I don't think that's what we're looking for. Purging Waters is okay. Is it? Mana Bolt's better probably. Probably don't need either of them. None of that does anything to help us. That one's actually better to copy. We may need to copy that. Which I don't want to do, but I think we don't have really a choice. Because we really need the ability to draw cards. That's not really what we're looking for. The other problem is like we have now polluted our deck with a bunch of conflict rates or a bunch of exhaustion. Yeah. But yeah, we got something out of that, I guess. But that was a pretty bad turn one. I think we have to take the Ruinous Gamble. I think that's the card we have to take. I think I Spyglass that, actually. How many more skills are in the dropout? Enough. Alright. Yeah, both of our buffs, that doesn't matter. This is guaranteed to flip one of them on. There's our powerful generation. Jesus Christ. There we go. Kind of priced into doing this, which will give us quite a lot of mana. But it will also trip whatever. So I was kind of trying to avoid, but it's fine. And now we just have... Honestly, the Vindictive Strike has been underwhelming. I may cut the Vindictive Strike, which feels like heresy, but that's kind of where I'm at. That's, I think, worse than that. That's utterly useless. That's not great. Upgrading the Gamble makes it cheaper. It gives us a little bit of breathing room, although not a ton. Do we cut Vindictive? I think we cut the last rating. I think Vindictive is better than that. At least it doesn't have the same pressure on you must play it early. Should have copied that. If we don't win here, it's because I copied the wrong thing. Although, I forgot these are treasure slimes, so... that should smooth over any problems we might have. Yeah. So we need to get enough mana to play out those, but there we go. And now we're good. We just need some draw. There we go. And that is very good. Especially with the Blood Mage's Garb. So on the one hand, this run's gone exceedingly well. But on the other hand, I feel like the majority of what has gone on here has been just incredible item abuse. Okay. By incredible item abuse, I mean abuse of incredible items, in case that wasn't clear. Sure. I should be in mana there. Although we also are at the point where we can basically just cheat our way to victory. Using the Blood Mage's Garment. Mana, please. Thank you. But, like, obviously I'm still trying to avoid using that as much as I can. I think the conflict rate should be able to use there. At this point. Have a bad day. Bye. Look, I can't not take dig through muck. I have a reputation to maintain. Yeah, we have kind of bonkers items, so it's hard to imagine us taking anything else. God, I really like getting extra powerful. That is just a nonsense good card right now. There's no point in taking the extra fight. Sure. Okay. Pretty happy to see this. Duplitome those. This needs to go down first. Trying to think what we pitch here. I want that powerful, but it might be a risk. All right, so we can do this and get back our mana, which is nice. Go ahead and tag you. We have to focus this one because it really needs to die first. Thank you. Because once it dies, we can start making progress on the inside. There we go. But donk. Died to the bleed proc. That seems fine. Yeah, pass on all of this. This is the last fight. We can just spin rerolls here. I don't think so. I think this is better. Because the only thing we have is the Elemental Strike, so if we don't draw the Elemental Strike early. That, I don't think does anything for us. This, I don't think does anything for us either. I don't know, it could pull us out of a hole that we put ourselves in that we can't get out of with that. And we do have other ways to get Mighty, so. See, now we have Mighty. Now we have Tough. Didn't need either of those runes. Whack out like a 1 card at least. You know, just to show I'm not a complete scrub. I am a complete scrub. I don't know, Manimal's been fine, but I still don't know. I mean, Core and Focus is basically just 3 mana, right? Shifting Focus though is probably the worst, because it's only 2 mana, and we already have the Mighty, and we have another way to get the critical. We're just going to do that so we can reroll for a better hand, because I want to win turn 1 here. I think we should be able to, so I'm fully willing to cheat here to get my wish. To live my dream of a turn 1 kill. And that can go. I'm absolutely kind of pricing Spyglassing that. And by pricing into, I mean, let's be honest, there was never a world in which I wasn't doing that. I should have saved that until I could get out, whatever, but. All right. Guaranteed crits are delicious. It's very real argument to be made that I should just Duplitome those. God, we get one more guaranteed crit. This seems like a good way to spend it. That also seems good. Would like my not that, not that. There's that at least. So that we had enough space in hand for everything, but apparently we didn't. All right. Go ahead and a good way to use up the shock. Need more space in before we do that. And it's useless to us, obviously. Alright, and then this should be lethal. And we didn't even end up needing Blood Mage's Garment. So that was a very solid victory. Yeah, that went very well. I am happy with that run, and it's a sub 1 hour S3 run. So, again, I think results are really not typical there. We were leaning very hard on a couple incredibly good items. We had the Blood Mage's Garment, which saved us at a few points. We had Duplitome and Spyglass, which is an insane combination. We had multiple Smoldering Winds weather events to go through. So we had like 2 Cinder Barrages, which is absurd. We got to fight Ruby Dragon, get a Fiery Presence. Yeah, like that run was built off the back of Duplitome Spyglass, but you know, a win is a win. Turn one kill is turn one kill. So that's it for this time. See you next time. Toodles.